Okay, I wanted to give you guys some tips since I've been banging my head against the wall all day about how to use this Ralph Wiggum thing. Found out that the Ralph Wiggum plugin within Claude Code is not actually what you're wanting to do because that's just going to it's going to try to prevent Claude from telling you that it's done, and it keeps injecting itself and just making the context window go longer. And you couldn't set it for minimum iterations. So I wanted to do something iteratively over and over and over and over and over again. So that was operating inside of Claude Code. The Ralph Wiggum technique is what I learned about today and spent all day studying and trying to mess around with. And it's a much, I guess, simpler to try and understand, but takes more skills, I guess, required. So basically, you're telling the computer in the command line what to do. So instead of being inside Claude Code and communicating with it, you're actually giving the computer command in the command line. So the first time I ran it, it just said command not found and just was stuck in a loop over and 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 over again. And then finally, I had to open up a separate terminal window and say, hey, Claude, I got an infinite loop going. How do you kill this thing? And it figured out how to kill it. And I realized that was in WSL because I'm on a Windows computer. So then I started communicating with Claude Code about like what is actually going on with these commands. Like it's doing something, and while in between here, it's doing something. Like I'm not a coder, so I don't know what any of this crap means. And started having Claude Code understand what I'm trying to do. So basically, you tell the computer to do something, it loads Claude Code. Claude Code uses a fresh instance, then attempts to do what you're telling it to do, and then it just bops around in a loop. See here, it just kept saying, for a while, it got stuck not being able to edit the file. So basically what I'm doing, here's my prompt. After reading the sentence, update the letter.md with a new sentence. And then this is the original thing that made this super popular, so I just saved it in here. So Claude would come in here and try and enter a sentence, and then for a while it just wouldn't do the sentence because I didn't have. So then I asked Claude Code, like, how do I actually give it permissions to edit things? And I would take crap from here, paste it into Claude Code, and just go back and forth between Claude Code and my actual terminal. Um, until I could get it actual permissions to edit things and do things. So now, if I come and run this command in my computer, it should be able to like make the edits that I want. And then I went ahead and told Claude Code to create Ralph commands. And you can start to combine things, I guess. Like you can make it run for a certain number of attempts. You can make it skip permissions. You can make it run for a certain amount of time. And I'm basically having Claude Code teach me how to run commands in my computer that will allow me to run basically infinite loops if I want. And then it gave you some things in here about how to kill them. So you hit Control C and it kills Claude Code and stops the command going on inside that terminal. So, but I could just run it, go to bed, wake up, and come back, and it would still be running, technically, if I didn't create a thing. So, want to let you guys know that after hours of research, that's how I started to, I guess, teach myself how to actually use this Ralph Wiggum thing. And then it's just going to be an iterative learning process after that. So let's see if I can go find the one where I actually got it to tell me how to run it. I guess it should be up here. And so then I had it write a one for Linux too. So I guess this original command is for Linux. I didn't know that. I kept trying to run it on my computer and it wouldn't work. So then I asked Claude Code how to run it on Windows and it told me how to do it. So if I look at Ralph commands here, So run a specific number of times, stop file triggers, stop the file when it exits. So I just want to go back to the original, like go add a sentence to the letter. So yeah, right here. While, I don't know what this means, true, and then cat prompt Claude P. No, I need the one with, yeah, here it is. Run with dangerous skip permissions. Or you can allow it to read and write. So earlier it was saying I don't have permission to edit the file, so you can give it read-write permissions. But if I just want to copy this and I come down here, I paste it, dangerously skip permissions. Oh, it's missing. That's exactly what I did earlier. It was missing this little thingy. So then I hit Control C. So it gives you the Control C, kicks you back out of whatever you were just trying. So what it should do is the computer will spin up Claude, tell Claude to go to this prompt, tell it to have dangerous permissions. So we should start to see. So it says done. I added a new sentence. But since there's nothing stopping this, we'll just see new sentences get added here over and over again. So now I know that this technique is working because it's going to come in here. You'll just keep seeing more sentences get added. So I think it's stopping Claude Code, or it's starting Claude Code, writing a sentence, stopping Claude Code. Then the computer is starting Claude Code again, and it's just running it through the prompt. So it's the computer starting Claude Code, telling it to read the prompt, coming here, finishing it, then closing Claude Code, then reopening Claude Code and just running it through and through. So each of these sentences are a brand new sentence from a brand new Claude Code instance. So hopefully that helps speed up some of what you guys are. If you're like me and spent the past like 4 days with a whole bunch of crap on YouTube about trying to figure out how to use this Ralph Wiggum technique, this is what it is. So now I'm going to start to learn how to combine some of them, like, oh, run a certain number of iterations, or give it other, yeah, do a delay between runs. And then I actually told it to give me like intermediate, beginner, like techniques. And I'm going to practice these just like in an empty project folder till I know what it's actually doing. And then I can actually start to do things in my other Claude Code folders. And even here, like if you run into this and don't know what to type here, you can tell a different Claude Code open up in a different terminal to stop this one. So this Claude Code can control other command terminals on your computer, and it can run it. So maybe it'll I just started one. Can you kill it? Give me a sec. See if it task kill commands. So it's going to figure out how to kill it over here. But okay. So it's PowerShell kill. It should see this one over here and kill it. Let's see if we're still running. No, it's still running. I guess it's the same thing. It says hashing here, Control C. You can always just hit Control C and it stopped. Okay, so now it's done. Once you see this pop back up, you know that your computer stopped running the loop.